The highest money we collected is from first like $1 million. I'm advising that anybody that's doing kidnapping should quit.
Imagine a man living in a mansion worth hundreds of millions in the heart of Magodo, Lagos, Nigeria. He drives the best cars, his children go to the best schools, and his neighbor think he is just another successful businessman. But in another part of the city, a prominent businessman is chained to a floor, terrified, waiting for a phone call that might never come. This wasn't a movie. This was the reality of Chukwudumem Omoawadike, the man the world will eventually know as Evans. For years, Evans was a ghost. He didn't just kidnap people. He ran a criminal empire like a Fortune 500 company. He didn't ask for thousands of naira. He demanded millions of dollars. He was so recognized that even the most elite police unit couldn't find him. He was the man who turned the fear of every wealthy Nigeria into a massive bank account. But as the saying goes, every day is for the thief and one day is for the owner. In this video, we will show you how he built his empire, the mystic that led to his downfall, and the dramatic moment the billionaire finally ran out. Let us know where you are watching from across the country. Don't forget, click on subscribe button so you don't miss our next video. Welcome back to African Files. The story of Evans does not start in a mansion in Magodo. It starts much earlier, in the dusty street where a young man learned that the fastest way to make wealth in the underworld was not just through force, but through intelligence. Many people think kidnappers are just thugs who hide in the bush, but Evans changed that image. He brought a corporate mindset to crime. He understood that to stay free, you had to be invisible. To be invisible, you had to look like everyone else. Before the name Evans became a household word for terror, it was just Chukwudumem Omoawadike. Growing up in Inewi, he saw the hustle of the market and the drive of the businessmen around him. But while others were looking for a way to trade goods, he was looking for a way to trade life. His journey into the world of crime started small, petty theft and minor robberies. But Evans was never satisfied with small money. However, Evans always had a story for why he became a monster. He didn't want the world to see him as a common criminal. He wanted to be seen as a man who was pushed to the edge. During his later confession, he told a story about his life as a legitimate businessman. He claimed he was an importer of spare parts and electronics, bringing in goods from overseas to sell in Nigerian markets. The turning point, according to Evans, came when the Nigerian police intercepted his shipping containers. He claimed these containers were filled with millions of naira worth of goods, his entire life savings and his future. He alleged that the police seized the containers and refused to release them. In his mind, the law had robbed him first. He told investigators that this was the moment he decided to stop playing by the rules. He said the system pushed him to the wall, and since the police had taken his business, he would start a new business that the police couldn't touch. While many see this as just an excuse to justify his evil actions, it explains the deep hatred he had for the authorities and his obsession with recovering his wealth. He didn't just want to be comfortable, he wanted to be so rich that no one could ever take anything from him again. By the early 2010, he had graduated from small-time robbery to organized kidnapping. But even then, he wasn't like the others. Most kidnappers would pick someone up on the street, hold them for 2 days, take a few thousands of naira and run. Evans saw the weakness in that plan. He realized that the more time you spent on the street, the more likely you were to get caught. He decided that he was going to risk his life. It had to be for life-changing money. He didn't want naira, he wanted dollars. Let's talk about the logistics. This is where Evans became a professional. He didn't just wake up to people and point a gun. He ran a surveillance team that was better than some private security firms. He would spend weeks, sometimes months, studying a target. He knew what time they left for work, which route they took, where their children went to school, and even what kind of security they carried. He looked for the big fish, that their lives were worth more than any amount of money. One of the most chilling part of the Evans operation was his holding houses. He didn't keep his victim in the forest where mosquitoes and rain would make them sick. He kept them in regular houses in nice neighborhoods like Igando. He would rent a house, pay for 2 years in advance, and tell the neighbors he was a businessman who traveled a lot. Inside those houses, he built secret rooms. The victims were kept in chains, sometimes for 6 or 7 months. Just think about that for a second. While people were walking their dogs or going to work outside, a man was chained to a bed just a few feet away, and nobody knew. This was the level of secrecy Evans maintained. He was a master of the double life. In Magodo, he was a loving father and a quiet neighbor. In Igando, he was a cold-blooded jailer. The way he collected ransom was also a masterclass in criminal strategy. He didn't use bank account. He used a complex system of drop zone. He would make the family of a victim drive for hours, changing directions at the last minute, making sure no police car were following. He would demand that the money be dropped in a specific bag at specific spots. And the most famous part of his demand, the currency. Evans is perhaps the only kidnapper in Nigerian history who consistently demanded ransom in millions of US dollars. He understood that the naira was volatile. He wanted the stability of the greenback. When he told a family that he wanted $1 million, he meant it. He wouldn't negotiate down to a few thousand. He was patient. He would keep a victim for half a year just to wait for the family to gather the full amount. He knew that the longer he held them, the more desperate the family would become. But how did he stay under the radar for so long? The answer is simple. He didn't just trust anyone, even within his own gang. He operated on a need-to-know basis. The guys who did the snatching didn't know where the holding house was. The guys at the holding house didn't know who the victims were. Evans was the only one who saw the whole map. He used different phone lines for every victim, sometimes using up to 10 or 15 SIM cards for a single operation. He would call the family, giving an instruction, and then destroy the SIM card immediately. As the year went by, his confidence grew. He started to believe he was untouchable. He bought a house in Ghana. He invested in properties in Lagos and lived a life of extreme luxury. His mansion in Magodo was a fortress of gold and expensive marble. He had the best electronics, the finest clothes, and a fleet of cars that would make a billionaire jealous. He told his wife he was a spare parts dealer. He told his children he was a successful importer. And for a long time, everyone believed him. But while he was building his empire, the bodies of the trauma were splitting up. His victims were just losing money. They were losing their minds. Imagine being locked in a dark room for months, not knowing if today is the day you die. Imagine your family selling everything they own, their houses, their cars, their businesses, just to pay a man who doesn't even know your name. This was the trail of destruction Evans left behind. The Nigerian police force was under immense pressure. The billionaire kidnapper was making them look bad. Every time they thought they were close, he would vanish. He had informants everywhere. Some say he even had people inside the security agency giving him tips. He was always one step ahead, but no matter how fast you run, the grind eventually ends. For years, Evans lived like a king, while his victims lived in chains. But in June 2017, the clock finally ran out. The Nigerian police had formed a special unit called the Intelligence Response Team. They weren't looking for a small-time theft. They were hunting a ghost. They used advanced technology to track his satellite phones and monitor the movement of his close associates. Slowly, the circle began to tighten around a high-end neighborhood in Lagos called Magodo. On a Saturday afternoon, while most people were relaxing, the police surrounded a massive mansion. This wasn't a hideout in the slum. It was a luxury home with gold-plated fittings and expensive cars in the driveway. When the officers moved in, Evans didn't look like a billionaire kidnapper. He looked like a man who knew this world was collapsing. He tried to hide, but there was nowhere left to go. The man who had stayed invisible for years was finally caught, and the image of his arrest went viral across the world. The interrogation that followed was just as dramatic. In front of the cameras, Evans did something nobody expected. He started talking, he cried, he pleaded for mercy, and he began to name names. He described his operation in details, showing the world how he used a secret network of holding houses and how he managed to evade the law for so long. This was the moment he told the story of his seized containers, trying to blame the police for his choice to enter a life of crime. But the public wasn't buying it. They saw the faces of the families he had destroyed, and they wanted justice. The legal battle that followed was one of the longest and most complex in Nigerian history. Evans faced 52 different charges, including murder, armed robbery, and kidnapping. For 5 years, the case moved through the courts. Evans changed his lawyer multiple times and tried to deny his earlier confession, claiming he was pressured into speaking. But the evidence was too strong. The police had video recordings of his confession and testimony from the very victim he had kept in chains. In February 2022, the hammer finally came down. Justice Hakeem Oshodi sentenced Evans to life imprisonment for kidnapping. The judge noted that Evans showed no remorse and had tried to lie his way out of his crime. But that wasn't the end. A few months later, another judge sentenced him to an additional 21 years of a different kidnapping case. The billionaire king of the underworld was officially a resident of the Kirikiri maximum security prison. But the story of Evans had a strange twist that is still unfolding today in 2026. While behind bars, the man who once demanded millions of dollars in ransom claimed to have become a new person. He is no longer looking for blood money. Instead, he has gone back to school through a government program. Evans earned a teaching diploma in economics. Today, the most notorious kidnapper in Nigeria is actually a teacher inside the prison, instructing other inmates in the classroom. In early 2025 and continuing into 2026, Evans began a new legal strategy. He is asking for a plea bargain. He told the courts that he has truly repented and is now a changed man. He even offered to forfeit 14 brand new trucks and other luxury assets to the government so the money could be used to compensate the victims. He is begging for mercy, arguing that his new education shouldn't go waste behind bars. However, Law is not finished with him yet. Even as he claimed to be a reformed teacher, he was recently brought back to court for fresh charges, this time for the alleged murder of 2 police officers during one of his old operations while he sits in his cell at Kirikiri. The debate continues across Nigeria. Some people wonder if a man like Evans can truly change, while others believe that no amount of teaching or forfeited trucks can ever pay back the lives he ruined. Evans went from a wealthy businessman to a failed criminal, then to a billionaire prisoner, and finally to a classroom teacher in maximum security jail. His story is one in that no matter how much wealth you build through the pain of others, the foundation will eventually crumble. This has been African Files. Where are you watching from across the countries? What do you know about this story? Let's meet at the comment section, and don't forget, click on subscribe button so you don't miss our next video. Bye for now.
Okay, I started in Anambra, then I come to Lagos. The truth of the matter is that I did not do anything in Anambra.
Okay.
I did not do anything in Anambra. Anambra can get the record of it. You understand? Those states, it's like about 3 times.
Who and who did you kidnap?
I don't know their names.
Oh.
I know about Dano Dete.
Okay.
You understand now? But I know I know people that do the. You understand me now? But each time they said they did not collect 100 million. That what they collected is 50 million. I told you about UE Technical and Odete. You understand me now? It's the same people that did Odete, did UE Technical.
When did you move to Lagos?
It's
They don't have no dates.
2013. I don't normally know names.
Okay.
You understand me now? But anybody I see that I know anything about is, I can easily understand. Because sometimes something will happen, you will not know the name of the person. Anybody that is rich now, you know that he's rich. I have people that give me information. I don't know where they are right now. Okay, each time I want to go for operation, I will connect on phone. I will call them on phone. Like, let's meet so and so place.
Okay.
Before we start going for the operation. I know get army uniform. You understand? I know get army uniform.
Like, how many of you normally go for the operation?
3 or 4. When we get there, we'll carry the man and put inside motor and go. No, it's not inside the house. It's maybe around the road.
So you wait for your victims to come out?
Yes. Okay, the highest money we collected is from First Tag, $1 million. From somebody even in First Tag. It's just because maybe they are wasting time. You understand? Because when they are wasting time, you have to wait for the money to be complete. They have people that will be feeding them over there. They have some people there that will be feeding them.
How many hiders?
Just one.
Where?
It's around the Egonde area.
Was it rented apartment or you built it?
Rented apartment.
Okay.
The name of the boys is Uche. And
How many of them?
there are 2.
Okay, just 2.
Are they armed?
I can't remember his name.
You say you can't remember the
Are they
second
armed?
person?
No. I know the boy called he's an Igbo boy.
From where?
He's from Agrey. Yes.
Aguleri, yeah.
His name is escaping me, but I will remember.
Okay. How much do you pay them? How long have they been working for you then?
It's not quite. Okay. The boy is a new person, but Uche is the old person.
Okay. How much do you pay Uche before this boy joined?
2 million naira
Every month or every operation?
every operation.
2 million.
No matter the amount. Do you cheat
Sometimes
your
it's
boss?
above that.
Your 2IC, how much do you give him during after each
Your
operation?
second in command.
It depends on the money we got, we make.
Who collects the ransom first? Who goes to collect?
I can make the call, but they can go and collect the money. It's when they bring the money, we have to share it, all of us.
How many are you in the call?
Like 6.
You have boys in each state?
Yes. It's only 6 people I have in Lagos here now. I don't have anyone in Edona. And I don't have both in Anambra, I don't have.
If you want to go and kidnap in Edo, what do you do?
That time, that is phone call. That was that time. We make phone calls. Then we gather together.
Where do you gather? Where do you meet before you meet?
We can meet along the road. Like along the road now, you ask somebody to wait for you there. Or you can there pick in with motor.
Tell us about your family, your mom, your sisters. You don't know what you do.
As for my mom don't know what I do like that.
Where do you meet with your mom?
I normally see her once in a while, like in the village. She, as a human being, she know. You understand now, but it's not that she's in support.
Where is your sister?
She's in Lagos, yeah.
She's in Lagos. What about your sister? Does she know what you do?
My sister? No. I bought it for 130 million.
From who?
Eh?
From who? Wait. From an individual, from a company?
An individual.
When did you buy it? When? What year?
It's last year.
Okay, just where were you living before you bought this house?
I was living somewhere around here.
Around here too?
Yes.
How many houses do you have in Magodo environment?
There's 2 houses.
2 houses. How many houses do you have in Ghana?
I have 2. I built it myself. I did not buy.
Okay.
Just
how
buy
much did
block.
you put in building it?
It's 15 million I put.
Can I
That's
ask you?
15 million. Meaning what? Is
For
it
the
30
2 of them.
million?
For the 2 of them, 30 million.
Yes.
Is it bungalow?
It's a duplex. I don't have
You
house
say
in
you
Canada.
no get.
It's not me that care. I don't care.
It's your
I
boys
don't.
now.
I don't care.
Which of your boys killed?
Please, so.
You know, I would not know. Even somebody died, I don't know. The young Chagro story is that that day I was driving. I was driving. So anything that happened, I was driving.
How many of you?
You drove your boys?
Yes,
Damn, that was a...
How many of you?
we are 5.
How many died there?
2.
2. What happened to 2?
They got shot.
Who and who?
It's Uche and
Hunchman?
yes,
Eh? How many
yes,
of you survived? Mention the name.
3.
Who and who?
It's in, his name is Nandi and they're calling him. There's one guy, I don't walk or something like that. I don't.
And who again? The third person.
Me.
The young Shagri operation. Who and who fired gun in that operation?
You know, I was driving.
Yeah, I know.
You understand now?
Who and who carried AK and came out to fire?
Okay, so Uche and Hunchman and Nandi.
How did you sustain this blessing? You say what?
It's when I'm doing drug business in South Africa. That is when I got the birth wound.
How?
Somebody shot me.
How many countries have you got?
Only South Africa and Ghana.
When you get your ransom from here, where do you spend it? How do you spend it?
I spent it here in Nigeria. I have not traveled since 2007.
How do you feel that your children will be seeing something like this?
I don't have any message for them. God will take control of it. I'm advising that anybody that is doing kidnapping should quit.